Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Portland Pickles pregame show. Boy, do we have a good show for you tonight. We welcome into town the Nanaimo Night Owls. They're Canadian, you know. Anyway, oh man, this is a great broadcast, folks. You tuned into a good one. On my right is the voice of the Pickles, Mike Chexx, and on my left, it's Coach Mags Magdelano, the manager of your Portland Pickles. So, Mike, get into it.
Absolutely. Mags, first and foremost, congratulations not only on the win last night, but the series win as well. Pickles victorious 8-1. And for folks that may not know, that was win number 100 for you last night.
Yeah, 100 for all of us. I mean, for the staff, for the organization, for all the players that have come before these guys. And so it was a credit to all those players. Great players make good managers. So, you just try to let players win baseball games and get the hell out of their way.
Well, you definitely did that last night. Any reflections on your time here so far with this monumental number having been passed now?
Well, the fact that we came here and Hop and I came here in 2016 and came here and it was basically running day to day, like hitting and the offense and having a good time because I didn't know I wanted to manage. And then when it happened, I said, oh yeah, let's go after it. And now it's a full-time gig for us. We started recruiting the team. As soon as the playoffs are over, we start making our phone calls and getting everything in place. So I think the 100 wins is a credit to a lot of people, not necessarily me. It's a credit to the players that we brought in here, the Gabe Scoros, all those guys. Danny Lopez, I can go on, Xander Clark, Joey Cooper, the list goes on, right?
Oh, yeah.
Manzardo, right? There's so Gio Diaz, pro guys, right?
Right.
So there's more than that, but the thing is you got to give credit to the players for coming in and buying into a system that asked them in the summer to play team instead of I, right? That's the big thing here in Pickle. We create a family and we try to play as a team, even though we're all here to try to get better individually. And so they have to be willing to accept that mesh, and they all have. And then you've got to look at the coaching staff that's been with me now for going into our 4 seasons. So 100 wins in less than 4 years is pretty good in the WCL.
Yeah.
And those guys are here, and they're putting in their time and doing the work and grinding out with the players. And then you've got to look at the organization and the support that we get from our general manager and from our owners. So you got to give a lot of credit to Alan Miller and John Ryan and to Parker and to Ross. It's just giving us the opportunity to do our thing. And don't let me forget, because I'm telling you what, and the fans are unbelievable, right?
Absolutely. No.
Credit to all those people. I mean, I get far too much credit, and I'm aware of that, so I know that I'm blessed.
Well, we had ourselves a great crowd last night. They were able to witness some more great performances. The thing that stuck out to me is you seem to get great performances from different players every night. Last night it was Alex Govea, 4 for 5, and Valdez solid over 3 innings in his debut last night.
I think that's going to be the key right now. Like, you're going to look at us and you're going to say, okay, they're good, but they're not good. And that's a true statement. We are winning, and sometimes we win ugly, and sometimes we win pretty, and sometimes we lose ugly. The bottom line is Metro's coming in. He's an all-star. He's coming back and rehabbing in live at-bats, trying to get better and come off an injury. Peanut Garza's rehabbing an injury back in California. The player of the year as a freshman, right? Armando Brasinio is not here. He's rehabbing a shoulder injury. So we're playing without 3 starters that are all-stars. They're big-time players. And, we're not really swinging the bat real well because we don't have anybody in a lineup that can protect each other. So we have to use what we do well. And what we do well is we get on base and we can run.
Yes, you can.
We can run. And so it's not something that you see a lot from the Pickles over the last 4 years or 9 years. We always run on counts. We're not as aggressive as we are now, but we understand that we're shorthanded offensively. I think we're top 5 in on-base percentage, top 2 in pitching, top in defense, and despite the fact that we're bottom 5 in batting average, I think we're still averaging close to 6 runs a game. So that just tells you that they bought in and we're just doing it in a different way. It would go back to the bygone era of the hitless wonders, right? The 1959 White Sox, right? The 1962 Dodgers.
Yep.
The Pirates that beat the Yankees in the 1960 World Series that got outscored something like 47-14. They lost in Game 7. So we're finding ways to win, and that's an important thing. And we're all just sort of trying to patchwork this together. And we are playing undermanned, but we are playing with a great deal of grit.
Well, and that speed that y'all have on the base paths, swiping the extra base, turning a long single into a double, and sometimes beating out the infield hit, y'all are making great use of those opportunities.
Well, we have to be opportunistic now because we're not at full strength. But we'll get there, and when we do get at full strength, we know how to win this way now.
Absolutely.
So we're just learning how to win a fight a different way.
A little more lighthearted note, last night it was turn back the clock jerseys that the players had on. I was very curious during the broadcast how the players felt, like the numerous times they had to slide back into a base after a pickoff throw. What did you hear from the players about the uniforms last night, if anything?
I didn't really listen because they made a choice.
Okay.
They had a choice. Do we wear sleeves underneath or not wear sleeves? So if they got burned up, they made a choice. It was a bad choice. All right, so it's on them. You know, I don't want to hear about it after the fact. You did it.
Right.
Every action has a reaction. Every action has a consequence. So if you want to get burned up, it's up to you.
Well, it did stand out that you and the rest of the coaching staff were not rocking those unis last night. No suns out, guns out for y'all?
Not even when I was 21 and playing.
Well, I have a hard time believing that.
I'm just telling you straight up. It's not who I am. It's
not who.
Yeah, it's good for them. This is a new school. They like to do that kind of stuff, but it's not for me.
That's fair. That's fair. Just had to ask.
You knew the answer.
Well, of course I knew the answer, but I was going to ask anyway.
We're waiting to see if I'd lie.
Well, I wasn't that so much. I knew the answer, but they didn't necessarily know the answer. So, Nanaimo in town for 3, middle of the pack in the West Coast League North. The first time that the team will be facing a West Coast League North team this season. How close of tabs do y'all keep on other teams in the North?
It's really funny. I was talking to a manager in our division this morning. We always talk, managers, and he goes, "Hey, did you see the line score on this? Did you see this or that?" And to be quite honest with you, I don't look at anybody else. They're none of my concern. And that's not to say that it's the norm. It's just my style. I don't care. I'll start looking when we get to about July 20th. Then I'll start taking a look at. But I just know that the only thing on my mind is just winning the game today. I don't care what they do. I just hope they had safe travels because you want people to be safe. And I hope they come out and they played the game as hard as they possibly can. And the two teams play great and everybody stays healthy. But ultimately, I don't care. I don't care about any other team but the Portland Pickles, and because they're not my concern. Right. So why worry about things you can't control? I can't control them. I can barely control this. What the hell? So
that's fair. No, that's fair. You got Smith on the bump tonight. Dylan or Ben?
I don't know. I think it's a big, tall left-hander, so it'd be Dylan.
Okay. All right. Wasn't sure, so...
is it Ben? It's Ben. It's Ben.
It is Ben? Okay.
Ben.
Dylan pitched a few days ago, so it'd be pretty short rest for him.
Ben.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Big 6'7" left-hander, Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Last time out, he was pretty good. Hoping he's pretty good again.
Definitely fun to watch, that's for sure. Last but not least, this is Grateful Dylan tie-dye night, and again, this is one of those questions that I'm pretty sure I know the answer to, Coach. Do you own anything tie-dye in your closet? Like, do you have a tie-dyed piece of clothing?
I can tell you when the tie-dye came in the late 60s, early 70s, everybody was wearing them. I didn't.
No?
No, I didn't look at it. I don't like it.
All right, well, that's fair. I mean...
But you know what? I'm a Grateful Dead fan. I like the Grateful Dead.
All right.
I mean, Bill Walton, so maybe I would wear something today just for Bill Walton, right?
That would be a great reason if ever there was one.
There were one for Bill Walton, one of the greatest
Absolutely.
Portland players of all time, UCLA National Championship, one of the greatest players ever. So maybe we should play Grateful Dead during batting practice in honor of Bill.
All right, we'll hook that up
let's
for you.
Make that happen.
Heck yeah. Well, Coach, good luck tonight. Obviously, good luck in the series. And Ron, did you have anything else for us?
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Yeah.
Go Pickles!